my channel. If you're new, then welcome. My name is Khadijah. Thanks so much for tuning in. So in my last video, I announced my giveaway for hitting 500 subscribers. Yay! The winner to that giveaway was Judy Santos. I wasn't able to upload and let you guys know, but one of the requirements was to follow me on Instagram. So I announced it there. I'm sorry if you didn't see that because I did post it on my story. I didn't make it like a post like on my page, but yeah, congrats to Judy. And if you didn't win, please do not get discouraged because I will definitely have more giveaways in the future. So with that out of the way, today's video is going to be about my overall review of going to aesthetic school and then a few tips to help you guys choose the right aesthetic school for you. So if you're interested in hearing either of those, then keep on watching. I'm going to moisturize just a little bit more because I just cannot stand dry lips. And because I don't have my glasses on, I can't tell what my lips look like, so. All right, so I went to Paul Mitchell Dallas, the one that's in Carrollton, Texas, and I really enjoyed my experience. To like sum it all up, I did start in January, so I was in school during the pandemic, so it was like not fun for that part. I mean, my teachers did make it, I don't know, I guess like as least stressful as I feel like they possibly could have, because it was something they were new to and we were new to it as well. But yeah, I started school in January, and before that, like before the pandemic, it was amazing. Like we would have different like what is it, like kind of like mini parties, like just for different fundraisers or different things that the school was doing. We had like different dress up days, and I'm talking about like all the super cutesy fun stuff. But as far as learning goes, it was also, if you're over the age of 21, then take a shot for every time I say amazing, because dude, like I divided my vocabulary. I'm so sorry. But yeah, y'all enjoy. Amazing because we got to do more like hands-on. Our core instructor's name was Haley, and she was amazing. Like, I'm so grateful to her because even before we knew about COVID, she had like taught us really well in our core. So I'm so grateful to her. But yeah, after, the way it goes whenever you're like just in school, you go like to core, which is just where you learn the basics. Then you go to like where you have one of the older people mentoring you, and that's just for like a week. After that, you're like free to do, you know, services on guests and then on each other. I mean, you're doing them on each other from, you know, the entire time. But what else can I let you guys know? I don't want this video to just be rambling because I feel like that's kind of what I'm doing, but I do want you guys to get like a good sense of how it was. I think it was March is when we have to go to online learning, and like I said, they did their best that they possibly could. I personally feel that they did. It was just a lot of like, I felt like it was a lot of busy work because it was really the stuff that we'd already learned, just reiterated in like a different way. Like, oh, you have to, you know, do like the muscles of the face, like label them, you know, on here, which, you know, we've already done some of that in school, as well as like different layers of the skin. And then we'd have to write like essays, which was really just like a page about, you know, like I don't know, what was it? It was like different facial routines or like cleansing routines that they used to do like back in the day. So it was really chill. I really enjoyed it personally because I mean, I was at home. Why not? I did most of the online work. I probably missed maybe like 4 or 5 assignments, but because I did all of that, I graduated first in my class. So I was very grateful to the online portion for that. But a lot of you guys wanted to know if you're able to take the online course if you don't live in Texas. And from my understanding, no, you are not, because we were already enrolled in the course like physically in the school before we had to go to online. In the state of Texas, prior to COVID, they never allowed you to get your license like just doing it online because it is such a hands-on field, which I totally understand. But yeah, I know a lot of you guys that are like single mothers, or you know, you're just really busy, can't go like physically in person, are still wanting to know how to get your aesthetics license or like take the courses. I would say to check in your area and see like what different like schedules they offer, because after COVID they did a hybrid schedule where it was like 2 days online and then 3 days in person, which I know it's still not the best, especially if you don't have a babysitter. But honey, let me tell you, like, okay, I'm not here to judge. I don't have any children yet, so I don't know firsthand, but I have seen it. But if becoming an esthetician is what you want to do, then baby girl, you gotta make some arrangements to do it. And I'm not saying, you know, oh, go out and, you know, pay expensive money for a babysitter where you have to pay all this money for school. What I'm saying is to use your resources. You know, if you have family, friends that don't mind helping, open your mouth. Closed mouths don't get fed. Like, you have to open your mouth, because once you get that certification, you get your license, it opens up a whole nother world for you and your child to be able to really create whatever like life you want. So I'm rooting for you, and I'm pretty sure everybody else that is watching is rooting for you as well. So yeah, even if you can't go right away, don't give up. I didn't start the course until maybe like 8 or 9 months after I initially went and viewed the campus, because I was still in school for one, and then also just financial reasons. Like, y'all, like aesthetic school or beauty school in general is cheaper than a 4-year college, of course, but it's still pretty pricey, especially if you're not just sitting on money, you know. Like, sorry, not all of us got trust funds, but I digress. Anyways, let me get back on track. So yeah, if you do not live in Texas, I do not believe you can take the online course, but definitely look in your area. Oh, I wrote notes down, but I kind of remembered most of the stuff. I'm so proud of myself. But let me go check, because y'all, my memory is not the best. So after we went back, things were different. They had us like just sectioned off differently. At first it was like, you know, all the SCs and the Cosmos and everybody can just be with each other, you know, pass each other in the halls, whatever. But they changed that, which I completely understand, and I think it's smart. They have it where you're only with the people in your class. Like, y'all use a certain side of the school. Y'all use like a certain restroom on the side of the school, you know, and the other people, you know, they stay on the other side. And I say we don't see them when we come in, when we leave, but it's just we're not like constantly with each other. So that if somebody in your pod gets sick, only those students have to go home instead of like the entire school having to go home. Which, I mean, I guess it's still not the best, because we still like come in and out of the same doors. But hey, I graduated and I didn't get sick. So, I mean, I do care about other people. I sound so rude. I promise I'm not rude. I sound so rude. Okay, so the pods. And then we were not able to do services on like the public as you would expect, or like each other at first. We could only do them on ourselves. And dude, like, this was okay, because of course, you know, you get to do everything to yourself. But like, certain things are contraindications, like waxing and chemical peel. Like, if you just got waxed, you have to wait to get the chemical peel. If you just got chemical, you have to wait to get waxed. So me and Alyssa, it's totally like slipped our mind, because we were like, we gotta do the services because we have to get like certain amount of stamps on your stamp sheets. And since we had been on distant learning, we hadn't gotten a lot of them because we weren't physically there to do them. So we were just worried about getting stamps. So I say so much, I'm so sorry. Look, I just said it again. So went to school and we waxed our lips and our brows. We were like, ooh yeah, looking good, feeling good. And then the next day we were like, we can give ourselves chemical peels. it didn't like go off in my mind, in her mind, and our friends' minds that like saw us do the wax the day before. Like we were not, like, we were oblivious. So we're like in the general classroom, spread out from each other, of course, like 6 feet apart, and we're applying it, and Alyssa goes, mine's burning more than usual. And I was like, mine kind of burns too, like by my lip. So we were like, no, it's okay, it's just working, because you know the acids do burn, like that's normal for you to feel a sensation. However, our sensation was beyond what anybody should have been feeling. So we were in there like fanning, like Alyssa has a video of it. If I find it, I'll insert it. It's hilarious. And the next day, no, after that, we took it off, and our lips were both blistered so badly, like pink, red, like so inflamed. It was so bad, and I should have taken a picture. I know I took pictures, but I don't know if I kept them, because I was like, Khadijah, you dumb ditty, like what? But yeah, so that was another downside of not being able to do services on humans or other humans than yourself, because then you ruin your own face. But it healed really fast. Miss P gave us some like really good stuff from Dermalogica. But yeah, so Mrs. P, that brings me to my other like favorite instructor. She was also amazing. I got to see more of her after we came back. She was a superhuman, like I kid you not. How many was there? I think it was like 12 or 13 girls maybe, if I'm not mistaken, in my class. And she had to like watch all of us, evaluate all of us, help all of us, like, and then me and Alyssa went and burned our freaking faces, so she had to deal with that. Like, dude, when I say my instructors were amazing, they were amazing. And then the teachers, of course, there's gonna be your classmates, and for the most part, like, mine were pretty chill. There were like, I would say like one incident where I just was like, I just can't deal with the ignorance. So yeah, but other than that, like, it's chill. Like, there was not like a lot of drama or any problems like that. We all got along. You will like naturally gravitate toward your people, if that makes any sense. Like, think about it like YouTube. Like, not everybody's gonna watch everybody's videos, but the people that are meant to watch the videos will gravitate toward them. So same thing when you go to aesthetic school. Like, don't go looking to like make friends or connect with people necessarily. Just go there to better yourself and, you know, get your career started. And then the people that are meant to be in your life, they'll find you, man. Because I found mine, like, and I still message them, like I still talk to them to this day. We can't hang out because, I mean, I've seen a few of them, but we can't like really hang out all together because of COVID and everything. But they the real ones. Okay, this is why I never get a video done. Where's my phone? So next thing is goals. So like I was just saying, go there to better yourself. Remember what the goal was. Don't get caught up in anything or any problems, because I have heard of stories where people get, you know, kicked out of beauty school, different fights, just different problems. And like, these are like, they have different placement programs at most beauty schools, so you don't want them to get a bad impression of you and then not be pushing for you to work at the best job. So, and then not only that, just be a decent human being and chill out. Like, just be chill. I don't understand why people find that so hard. So that pretty much wraps up my overall experience. I think it was a bit lengthy, almost 20 minutes. So yeah, my overall experience of aesthetic school. Now I'm gonna go into giving you guys a few tips on how to choose the right aesthetic school for you. So I would say look at the best school in your area. Like, I went to a Paul Mitchell school, but not all Paul Mitchells are ran by the same people. Therefore, you will probably not have the same experience as me. So Not saying that if you don't live out here to just turn down Paul Mitchell. What I am saying is that to read your reviews and look at other schools. Like, yeah, I chose like a, you know, a big name brand school, but in some towns, some cities, the smaller schools are where you'll get, you know, your best information, or you'll get, you know, the best quality of education. And then I'll also say, look at the cost. Cost is always something to take into consideration, whether you're using, you know, a GI Bill, financial aid, paying out of pocket, daddy's trust fund. But yeah, so you always want to pay attention to the cost, and not just, oh, this place is cheaper, but see what you're getting out of that place. Like, let's say, for instance, let's say Aveda and Ogle, you know, let's say Aveda is more expensive than Ogle, but if you go to Aveda, you get like certifications added on, but if you go to Ogle, you don't get those same certifications. Then baby, pay that extra money and go, which one did I say? Aveda? I think that's the one. Go to Aveda. Go to the one that's gonna give you the most for your money. Like, you wanna walk out of this being able to get the jobs that you want and have qualifications under your belt, rather than just saving a couple $100s that you can earn in a couple of days. Like, another thing to look at is what the curriculum entails. Like, let's say you want to learn microdermabrasion, but they don't have that machine there. They don't offer that in their course. Then after you're done, you'll be like, you know, the shit out of luck, because you thought that you were gonna get taught that and you don't. So I would say to look into, you know, all the SD things before you go. See if there's anything that you want to learn in particular, and then go from there. There are things such as like laser certification, injectables, and, you know, fillers, stuff like that, that you will have to take separately. But as far as like the skin treatments, like skincare treatments, the chemical peels, microderm, ultrasound, all those things, microcurrent, those should be taught to you. And if they aren't, then look for a school that teaches you that. No biggie. And then last but not least, ask if your state board fees are covered. After you graduate aesthetic school, you have to go take your state board test, regardless of if you are in Texas or any other state. We all have to do it, and that's just proving to the state that you know your shit, pretty much. And it's not scary, at least the one for Texas. It was chill. Like, I got an 80 on the written. I could have done better. I'm not even gonna lie, some of the questions were like the way that they worded them, but that's the same way those tests were in school, so I was expecting that. So I made an 80, so not too bad, but I could have definitely done better. And then on the practical, I did a 98, or I got a 98. So I was very happy about that. But yeah, make sure your tests are covered. I believe in Texas, I think the first one is 50 and the second one maybe 50 as well, but it was covered in our tuition. So basically we just paid them to pay the people. But I mean, it's all covered at that time, because let's say you get to graduating and you know you've been in school this entire time, you haven't been working, you probably don't just have $100 to go take some tests, you know? So yeah, just make sure that is covered. But yeah, I think I covered pretty much everything. If I didn't, please leave a comment below. Let me know if there's anything that you guys want to know in particular. If you would like me to do like an SD Q&A or an aesthetic school Q&A, just let me know. I think that's all. Thanks so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, then please be sure to give me a thumbs up. If this is your first time here, then please be sure to subscribe and tell your friends about me, because I'm cute and I know skin things. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. God bless you. Bye. Oh, and yeah, I did my makeup today. I haven't been doing my makeup that much. This is a little side note. But if y'all like makeup videos, y'all are into makeup and stuff, let me know, because I can definitely start getting back into doing some looks. I mean, this is a little simple something, but it's a start. Okay, anyways, God bless you. Bye.